Hi, I'm Nicole Casino. I'm from Staten Island, New York. I'm suing my ex-friend, Renee Graziano, for lost wages, total of $4,000. We were business partners, and we created Mob Candy online accessory and jewelry line. She didn't pay me for 6 months. Pay me what you owe me. Pay me what I'm worth.
I'm your girl, Renee Graziano from Staten Island. You might know me from Mob Wives, but I like driving people crazy. Nicole was my employee. I paid her every penny, and some more pennies.
Who's doing the pop-up vendors? Me. Who's doing the marketing? Me. Who's doing the customer service? Me. Who's not showing up at the events? Renee.
You think you're gonna take money out of my pocket or better yet, my grandkids' mouths? I don't think so, sweetie pie.
America, vote for me. Because I am sick and tired of Renee taking advantage of me. I'm sick of it.
America, you should vote for me for the simple fact. She was paid. I don't owe her anything.
Truth. If yes, signify by saying I do, please.
Yes, I do.
I do.
Thank you very much. Judge, case number 1019, Casino versus Graziano.
Good evening, ladies. I'm Judge Raleigh, and I want to remind you, as you were told earlier tonight, the decision in this case is going to be made by the American people. So as you tell the evidence to the court, make sure you do it in such a clear manner so that the American people can hear that. We're here tonight. It says you are suing Renee for $4,000 over a business partnership in Mob Candy. Tell me about Mob Candy and the business partnership.
Okay, so Mob Candy started when Renee was, when Mob Wives actually started. Renee had an idea to open up some sort of business called Mob Candy, which was for accessories, jewelry, dresses. So she came up with this idea, let's open a business and let's be partners. And
Wait a minute. Who came up with the idea?
Renee came up with the idea.
Okay.
So talking, we decided that we would, and there was also somebody else which was going to be a partner. And so the first meeting we had, everything was working out, partners, we were all going to have a percent of the business. Basically, all Renee was just the face of the business. Renee is
The
not
face of my business, correct.
the face of the business.
My business.
The face of the business, which
My
is a
business.
partnership.
No, it wasn't a partnership.
No, it was just your face. It was just
Exactly.
your face of the business.
My face.
My face.
Because it's my TV show, my face, my name, my business.
Let me correct you there. It
Yeah,
wasn't your
no,
TV.
you
No,
can't correct me.
Excuse
Okay,
me.
so
Excuse
hold on
me.
a
It's the
second.
fact that it wasn't your TV show. There were 6 other girls on it. I don't believe you were the executive producer
No,
of the
but
show.
I was the star, sweetheart. Go ahead.
No,
Thank you.
I
Go
think.
ahead.
Oh, I
Go
don't think you were the
Nicole,
star.
go
You were the
Nicole.
star. Yes,
Absolutely.
I'm sorry.
Okay, let's
We
get
were
back.
all
Let's get
stars.
back to.
Yes, excuse me, please.
Let's get
Somebody's
back to the
talking to me.
business.
Don't be rude.
I want to hear what you think the business partnership was. What do you think it was?
What I think it was, and what the words were, and the agreement was 20 to 30% of the business.
That you would receive 20 to 30% of anything that the business did?
Yes.
Okay, and was this written anywhere, or is this?
Unfortunately, it wasn't.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it was not in writing.
Who did you make an agreement with?
Renee and 2 other individuals.
Okay.
We had a meeting on a snowstorm day. I'll never forget it.
Okay.
Yes.
So why didn't you write this down?
Because, you know what, being friends for years, I don't know, we're good friends. We didn't write it down. I'm not going to sit there and say, I want it in writing. I want it in black and white.
But it's a business deal.
You are correct. Shame on me. I learned. I learned.
You just said friends and you took me to court, but okay.
Well, listen, you want to go there.
Okay.
Shame.
Okay.
That's right. I did take you to court years later. That's
Absolutely.
right. I
Exactly.
did. You know why?
Years
Because you took
later.
advantage of me. Because you took me for granted.
I took you
Renee,
for
out of all your
granted.
friends, who was the one that was always there for
I
you?
took you for granted. I
Yes,
made
you
sure
did.
that
Hey,
financially,
Renee,
No,
let
you
me
did
ask you
not.
something.
Good.
Was there a partnership?
they were receiving a percentage. There were 2 other girls that would receive a small percentage. The 30% was broken down between 3 people, which means 10% each. I had a silent partner on my end. So that left 70% of the business between me and someone else.
Okay.
Okay.
And
So my business, Mob Candy, which is my idea, based off a TV show that I was on called Mob Wives, okay, developed it, I brought in sorry, I'm mad right now. I'm a little angry. because
Okay.
it's been years. It's been years, and this is where we wind up. It's just, to me, this is just...
Is the
It is
business
actually a
still
little
going
disgusting.
on?
No, my business is closed.
How long has this
There's
business
many
been closed?
reasons my business has closed.
How long has it been closed?
It's about 4 years, 5 years, right? I think, let's see, we're in 20...
And so why is it closed?
Oh, it closed because of lack of sales, which, honestly, again, if I was only the face, who was doing the marketing? Who was supposed to be doing the marketing? Not me if I was the face, correct?
Okay.
Okay,
So what
I'll
was
wait
your
my turn.
position?
What was my position?
Yeah,
From
that's
start
what I
to
said.
finish, my position was the ordering, the selling, the uploading, the sales, the prices, the filling, the shipping, the graphics, the pop-up shows, meaning I would go to events, we would have a stand, and I would bring all the jewelry and advertise it and sell it there. Where Renee would never show up when we really wanted her to show up because we would get more people if Renee showed up. Show up, yeah.
You're talking
Yes.
about my name and my
Forget
business.
about your name.
We
No,
can
no, no,
never
no, no,
forget
no, no,
about
your
my name
face.
because
No, no,
my
no.
name built it.
But
My name built
guess
it.
what? It built
But
it
if
and
I'm
it
the
closed
front,
it.
but if I'm
It
the
built it and it closed it.
it closed because
How'd it
let's
go?
be. You want to get technical?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's
It
go.
closed. How'd it go for you, Renee, when you, with your little friend to Florida? How'd that one go for you,
Hey,
huh?
Nicole.
How about the other one? How'd that one go for you, huh?
Which friends are you talking about?
I'm talking about
You're
the one with
talking
the,
about
Sue.
Oh.
I'm talking about Sue.
You know what? Would you do me a favor?
Hold on a second.
Yeah, you know what?
Hold on
Should I
one second.
You know what?
I
Hey,
know where
Nicole.
this is
Pull your
going.
papers. Pull them.
You getting
pull
stuck
them
with
from
me?
wherever you got to pull them,
Relax,
sweetie.
sister, relax.
Don't tell me
You
to
just
relax.
relax.
Okay,
Relax.
Nicole, look up over here.
You just
Remember,
relax.
Stand
you
over
got to
there.
tell the
I am
American.
over there.
You don't see me coming over there.
You got to
No,
tell
I
the
don't
American
like that.
people what's
Exactly.
going
Yeah,
on,
no,
Nicole.
No, you
Yeah,
don't
you
know
know
like
what?
that because you took me, but you
Hey.
took me to court.
Yeah,
That's
you know
about
what?
enough.
And you know what? You cheated me of money that I should have been
My
paid.
ass.
Yeah, your ass.
That's
yeah.
right, my doctor
Yeah.
made ass.
And I was
Absolutely.
with you. I took you for the surgery.
What does that mean?
It was-
Would you look at my ass?
Yeah,
Are you
look
out
at
of your
it.
mind?
No,
Are you out of your mind
wanna
right
go
now?
there,
I
Renee,
cheated
please,
you out of
Renee.
money. Who laid out the money for the business?
Okay.
Oh, please, it was a few $1,000s. It was a few $1,000s.
That's enough.
Give me a
That's
break.
enough.
I would have laid it
That's
out.
enough.
Yes.
Nicole,
Yes, Judge.
the American people aren't going to hear your evidence when you're screaming at
You're
each
right.
other.
You're right, so be
So
quiet.
you got to talk to the American
Okay.
people, and this doesn't help a bit. So let's go back to marketing and ordering
I
and
did it.
billing and
I
all that
did
stuff.
it. Chargebacks,
Then you did all of that
customer
stuff
service.
for how much? 30%, you said?
Well, the agreement was 30%.
Okay.
Renee made
Not
a
in her
mistake.
pocket, Judge.
Three
people.
I get
No,
that.
no, no, no.
I promise
Okay.
I'm going to get to you. I promise.
Sure, thank
so
you.
anyway,
20 to 30%.
how long did you do this before the
For-
company dissolved?
For about 4 years.
Okay.
Almost 4 years.
Okay. And why are you suing for the $4,000? Where did that come from?
Well, because I was promised, and I was being very patient, that when the company made more money, which the company did make money.
Okay.
There was no overhead. I didn't ask hey, you know what? We made my garage the warehouse where I would put all the merchandise, I would fill, I would ship. Everything went in my garage. I didn't charge overhead because it's
But
a
that
business.
was okay with you, though, right?
Yes, it was.
At the time,
So
at the time, it was
yeah,
okay.
absolutely. You're starting off a business. You start small.
Right.
You know, if it went big, then hey, if we had to rent space, we'd go rent space. But I wanted to make it work.
Okay.
So we were saving money there. There wasn't much overhead. There was not much overhead at all. However, I will tell you, the business took off. Once Mob Wives started viewing and we started putting the jewelry on Renee, you know, the business, we were getting sales.
Okay.
Sales, whatever. I would say, Renee, when you do green screen,
So what
Excuse
happened?
me,
so,
excuse me.
Nicole, what happened when Mob Wives canceled?
excuse me?
What happened when the show canceled?
Well, when the show
The
canceled.
show is not canceled. We closed. Someone passed away, so we shut
well-
the show down.
And that's the only time
I'm
tonight
sorry.
you can correct the judge.
Oh,
just
I
kidding.
apologize.
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Thank you.
Yeah, that's
Thank
a
you.
Graziano thing.
I stand corrected. After the show ended, what happened to the sales?
well, the sales started, of course, dropping.
Okay.
We still had some sales coming in. They were not a lot. However, I was not buying new stuff. I was trying to get rid of inventory so we could get back whatever we had, being the business wasn't doing, it slowed down. So, and then Renee really didn't want much to do with it. Like, I would ask her, go on, I would send her things, put this on.
Well, it
I would
sounds
even
like
come
she
over
didn't
to-
want much to do with it right from the start. She wanted to be the silent partner,
Well,
right?
no.
I
She had
a silent partner. I could never be silent, Judge. That wouldn't work out for me. That wouldn't work out. So I
That's
wasn't.
twice I stand corrected.
Sorry.
So but that's what she wanted. She really didn't want to be out there in front.
Yeah,
she
did.
wanted.
She was going to be out there. She was going to be on social media, putting photos. We would want to do photo shoots, and she would put them out there.
Well,
And then she just started.
Renee, what was your role? What did you want? What would you
My
want your
role?
role in this business to be?
My role is it's mine. I own it. I laid out all the money. Nicole worked for me.
Got
so
it.
did the other girls.
Okay.
My one partner, she got a percentage
Okay.
of it. Nicole and two other girls, whatever they did, they got paid. If I didn't control the money, there was another person in control of it. Let's ask, am I generous? Am I generous?
Yes.
Okay. If I had, would I give you whatever you asked?
Yes.
Okay. So if I had it,
But not when you get in that. Not when you think that like you're a boss. And
I
you're
am a
stuck
boss,
at-
though, but I am a
But you
boss.
weren't my boss. You were not my boss.
how not? If I
We
was
even
paying
said it.
you, but if
No,
I
no,
was
no,
paying
no,
you and the
no,
checks
no,
came
no,
from
no,
my
no,
business,
No,
did,
no,
okay,
no,
did you
no,
write
no,
a
no,
check
my
to
boss.
yourself?
No,
I'm
I didn't.
sorry.
I didn't
Yeah,
write no check
exactly.
to myself.
It's
I
okay.
never-
Exactly.
Tell me about those.
Okay, so I never wrote out I paid the girls out of my business account, obviously, okay? So if you're my partner, wouldn't you have access to the business account? No, you don't. Absolutely not. So one of my vendors...
I did at first.
I'm sorry?
I did the Excel sheets at first when it first started.
So
Okay.
one of your
I think-
vendors.
One of my vendors and Nicole started dealing with each other directly because I really was traveling at this point, a lot of television, always on set, really not a lot of time to do what those girls did. I did what I knew how to do, which was sell just by physically wearing the jewelry.
Okay.
We had a falling out because one of the girls, the vendor that she was dealing with, had sent me a message. And would you mind reading it?
Yeah.
Or would you? Yeah.
Bailiff, would you get that?
Yeah. And
This is a
then-
message from the
yeah,
vendor.
From the vendor, and then that.
Okay. So,
There's little blue. I made a little section.
so what you gave me here is a copy of a cash check from her shaking me down. There may be a glare because I took it off my laptop. And this is a check from who?
From one of the vendors directly to Nicole. Now, I was unaware of. Now, it's not just on Nicole; it's on the other person too, because they were both doing it.
What was I doing?
Behind my back. Actually, that's a message from her. It talks about
In a
how-
nutshell, she was counting other people's money. How much I made was none of her business, but she wanted more commissions, more money, and money from me. And basically thought we were making too much money, so she intentionally not posting items that you were wearing on the shows, making us lose tons of sales.
Who wrote that? Who
I
said that?
did.
You said that, or
And this
she
came-
I
said
didn't say that.
And this
at
came
all.
from who?
It came from the vendor.
That is
who
the
she
lie.
knows I'm referring
That is
to.
fraud. That is fake. That is fake.
Okay, it's-
There is no way.
And
Okay,
so
but
this
first of
is-
all, but what about the?
Well,
I'm
so-
pretty sure that you both had conversations about me all day long.
Wait.
So
I
this-
will have the
well, hold on a
proof.
second. So
I
this-
would think she would call you.
So
I
Renee-
don't give two.
Renee, this $350 here?
That's a 300. I don't care. Look, 1 second, please, if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
Oh,
I don't
do,
care
I
what
do.
anybody calls me. There's one word they're going to call me. They're going to relate it to my recovery. And I actually do not
She didn't call you
even
anything to do with
care.
that?
You know what? What is she going to call me? A C word, a B word,
would
a
say
C word, an
terrible
F
things.
word?
She would just
you
say that-
think I care about those
No,
things?
but
I've
she
been
said-
called a lot worse.
Yeah, and it bothers you when people
Okay.
call you stuff.
Okay,
it
so-
does. It bothers you when people
It
call you
should bother
names.
anybody, but honestly,
Renee,
what the bottom
I
line is
wanna
this.
know- can I
the
see
bottom
that?
line is this.
Absolutely.
The bottom
Nicole,
line
hold
is.
on a
Yes.
second.
Now,
Nicole, you get the opportunity to look at anything
Okay.
I'm looking at.
All right.
There's a copy
Yeah,
of the
'cause that
check
just
right
came
there.
to me.
That's $350.
see
How do you
this.
respond to that?
Because, you know, if this is
Copy of
about
the
money,
cash
we
check
can-
from her
Oh,
shakes.
sorry.
Wait, what
I'm
did you
sorry. It slipped out of my boob.
Renee, what did you just do? Renee.
I was going to pay you.
Just hold on to it.
I was going to, you want it?
Renee.
No, you can have
Renee,
your
you gonna
money.
pay me?
Slipped out of
Renee,
my
come on,
boob.
Renee. You really
So-
don't. Renee, you have a
It
little bit more
slipped.
class. Well, I thought
So,
you had
Nicole,
a
how
little
do you
more
I'm
class
going to
than
the
that.
club
Renee.
afterwards.
Well, that's where you go. That's what you enjoy. Go, enjoy.
Absolutely.
Spend it on something else, maybe. No.
Absolutely.
Spend it on
Stand
some-
still.
Oh, no, that wouldn't
Nobody
be enough
gets
to
the
spend it
money.
on something else. Wait. Did you?
It's evidence.
Excuse me, Judge.
Nicole,
excuse
tell
me,
me
Judge.
about the
She's
check.
harassing me. She just threw something at
You're
me.
wearing
I
black
got
and
it.
white.
I didn't like that.
I got it. Now
No,
tell me
that,
about
that
the
was
check.
uncalled for. That was not very nice. That was that you threw something at me?
No,
Nicole.
Yes, you
I
did.
went
Nicole.
to take it out of my bra.
Yeah.
and it just went up in the air.
She's harassing me. Yes.
Nicole,
It's okay. Every
please.
dog has their day, Renee.
Tell me about the check,
Absolutely.
Nicole, the one that you're looking at.
I'm looking
How
at
do you
this check.
respond to
He
the
had said that-
$350 check?
I don't know. Can I
It was
see?
made out to you, right?
Yes. That's what it says. Can I?
And is that normal in this business
No.
for people to make checks out to you?
No, only if it. No, not from a vendor.
Okay.
No. But can I see the back of this, please?
Can you see what?
The back. I'd like to see who signed it.
Do you got everything that
What do
I've
you
got?
mean you want to see who signed it? That was sent from her. From her, if you
Okay.
Renee,
What type
Are
of
you saying,
reputation
was she
is-
stealing?
Okay, not stealing, no.
Thank you.
Side business, hustling.
no.
They were both, they're both responsible.
No, that girl is a hustler. Come on, Renee.
Okay, then why is she paying you?
Am I a hustler?
Well,
Am
I wish you were a hustler.
I
You know
know you
why?
probably did.
Because if you were a hustler, I would have made money. You know what? How about
No,
this?
Renee,
What does she want?
Renee.
She wants 4,000. Whatever.
No, I'm not doing this. Wait.
But-
I want to know where this check came from. I want to know who signed the
It
back
was
of this
signed.
check.
It's not a
Listen
check.
to me.
It's a wire into your bank. Read it.
A wire.
That's a wire.
I never. A wire. I can't.
Not
I
a
need
wire
glasses.
that you wear. A wire that you end
I
up in
know
your
it is
bank.
a wire. The only wire I'm wearing is
That
this
was a
one.
good line.
Listen to me.
I know. My ex-husband was a rat, so he wore a wire. So I know.
Yeah.
So you're not calling her a thief. You're not saying
No.
she just
No,
stole. You're just
I
saying
am not calling her a thief.
Listen.
you're just saying that the money that
made
should have
some money
came,
on the side.
the
They
money that
hustled.
should have come through the business didn't.
I did not.
Listen.
I would.
At the end of the day, she said, "I'm generous. If I had it, I'd give it."
No.
There is.
Finish. I'm sorry. I interrupted.
I
but
would give
I can't
anybody
see.
anything. And everybody knows this about me. You can have anything that is mine, except for my family.
Got it.
I could care less about the money.
Got
so
it.
if she feels I owe it to her, give it to her. I don't care.
Got it.
I'll call
And
the
you don't
accountant.
remember anything about that $350 being wired to your account.
I would like
deposit.
more details on this. I honestly would, because this person, she's a sick, twisted individual. And one question, excuse me. So you went into business with her, didn't you? How well did that go for you, Renee?
Well, it was going well until actually I found out that you didn't want to
No.
post things.
No,
Listen,
no.
two people are
2
responsible.
years.
Two people are responsible.
Stop. Let me speak, okay?
Go
Everything's
ahead.
Renee. Renee's mouth.
Well, you asked her
your
a
mouth
question, then you
overpowers
didn't let her
mine. It's
answer.
a deeper voice. Listen, I'm sorry, what was that?
You asked her a question, but then you didn't let her answer.
Okay.
So-
I
Okay,
apologize.
what would you
So-
like to say?
Bailey, go get that wire check. Let me see that again. So you
Okay,
have
now if you read-
you have no independent memory of this check being wired,
A check-
this money being wired to your account, correct?
Inside that courtroom, a lot going on inside that courtroom.
Wow.
What, Judge Mathis, what exactly is the relationship here? Is she an employee? Is she a partner? And how does that impact everything?
That's the definitive question here. And from what I'm hearing, there's two scenarios it could have been. And that is, one, I'm paying you as an employee, and I may give you some equity on the back end because I'm paying you lower than market rate. On the other hand, it could be that the plaintiff is just confused. You are being paid full time. I, as the owner, am taking the risk. I'm putting my money. I'm using my brand, and so I get half, and you get the other half, or you get just a full-time paycheck. But it's very common that, and folks should know, that if you go into a business deal, you have zero money, you're going to operate it 100%. The investor has no contacts with the business or the customers. It could be about 50-50 split.
Yeah. Judge Vaughn, your thoughts about that and this little side hustle that was going on?
Let me say this. In the law, if you got something on the side, it's called not having clean hands. The judge can dismiss it. Why? Because she was acting unethically. She had a side hustle with the vendor and got the money transferred. Now you can't come after somebody because you don't have clean hands.
Well, get some
That's a
soap
problem.
for me because I got
Well, look,
this
we talking
side
about the law.
job.
We ain't talking
I
about
get
all
this
of this.
job in the mornings. I do sometimes.
But what I do believe also is that there was sweat equity. There was sweat equity. Yes, she said, I did the ordering, the staffing, etc. That has a value. And the fact of the matter is the defendant wants to say, well, I put the money in. Sweat equity is just as recognizable as money in a business.
I've been calling this a check, but it's a wire transfer. When did you find out about this wire transfer?
Okay, so Tuesday, September 27th. Hey, I know your son just had
What year?
surgery just now. Hey, I know your son just had surgery and you're dealing with your rotten tenants. P.S. Congratulations, you got your house back. But I need information on the Mob Candy jewelry. Can you fill me in? And then you'll see you have the whole entire text message there.
Okay.
So I had text the girl that, the vendor. Okay. And that is what she said, and that is what she sent. And she said that that was a wire transfer she had sent to Nicole for business they did on the side. Like, so in other words, if you read what she wrote, she's saying that she's admitting that she did it. No, the girl is admitting that she did it as well.
So let me just tell you something, ladies. Obviously there was a wonderful friendship here. I don't know how that could ever be repaired, but if there's ever a chance of that happening, you two probably have it within you to do it. This case was decided by the American voters, and their votes have been tallied. Oh. And their votes are in right now. Bailiff?
Your Honor.
The American public has voted, and their decision by 4 points. Ooh. By 4 points. This is close. Ooh. By a 54 to 46. They voted in favor of the defendant. Whoa. The judgment is in favor of the defendant. This case is over.
Wow, that was close.
A
Very
close vote,
Really
but a
close.
win
Very
for
close.
Renee Graziano tonight in our vote the verdict case. Judge Vonda, I'll start with you.
The wire did it.
Yeah.
The wire did it. When you bring a case to court, you have to have clean hands. That means that you can't be in any skullduggery. This lady was behind her back, on the side, doing business with her, so bad that the vendor said that she felt it was a shakedown. The public determined credibility, and they did not believe the plaintiff at that point. Everything went downhill. That was a Columbo moment. I loved it.
And who steals from the mob?
Okay.
Or self-proclaimed mob. We're
Okay.
not calling anything she doesn't call herself. Hey, you can choke on some of that candy. Mob candy, you'll choke on it. If you're messing with her, keep on.
Let's see what the plaintiff and defendant have to say. They are speaking inside the courtroom right now. Let's take a look.
That's close.
I feel like, yeah, I should have won. That's how I feel. And oh, wait, I did! How do you feel?
You get a kick out of yourself, don't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're your bestest fan, aren't you?
Of course, you have to believe in
Yeah.
yourself because sometimes your
How
friends
do I
don't
feel
believe
about
in
it?
you.
I'm Judge Greg Mathis, and thanks for watching Court Night Live. Be sure to subscribe to the A&E YouTube channel for more content like this.